In today's show, experts divided on Bitcoin price predictions. Some are bullish and others super bullish. Check this out. Dan Held says Bitcoin is more likely to hit $1 million than zero. I couldn't agree more. Also, we have Master Changs who says, okay, this bull run fractal is becoming more insanely accurate by the day. I'm literally making bank by trading it. It's like a cheat sheet. $77,000 next up, which is right in alignment with Max Kaiser's $77,000 short-term price prediction. We have Crypto Calia, who back in February wrote, today is the 2-year anniversary of my Bitcoin halving reward era price analysis chart. It is by far the most accurate long-term chart prediction I've ever seen for Bitcoin. I still trust it. Bitcoin will hit $200,000 plus this cycle. Then more recently, he tweeted, Bitcoin, send it to $100,000. Look at this sexy chart. We also have Bloomberg analyst Mike McGlone, who recently released a report saying that Bitcoin is heading to $100,000. Now checking out the latest wisdom from Max Kaiser, he tweeted, if this continues much longer, a sizable global bond crash will ensue. The $200 trillion bond market is in peril. That morning, got Bitcoin. He also tweeted, progressives are anti-imperialism and anti-censorship. Bitcoin is too. It's distributed, not imperial, and you can't censor it. Touche. We'll also check out the latest from Willy Woo, who tweeted, Bitcoin users on chain growing at insane rates. Same as the final weeks of the 2017 bull market. Bitcoin going mainstream. Also in today's episode, top New York executive sees Bitcoin price at $150,000 by the end of this year or Q1 of 2022. Quoting him right here, we're about halfway through the post-halving bull run, the executive noted. So by my judgment, we have a lot more to go with Bitcoin. Certainly $100,000 and quite possible $150,000 by the end of this year to maybe Q1 next year. He also shares the latest survey I saw showed that 5% of the public traded companies in the United States would consider adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. And the reason they are thinking that is that corporates have trillions of dollars in cash. And where do they put it? There are government bonds, but 17 trillion of them yield negative returns. I'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin and all the major altcoins are currently correcting and in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, where you can put your crypto to work. They paid out a whopping $35 million in interest in February, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. Here's where you can earn a 6% annual percentage yield on your Bitcoin, as well as 9.3% on USDT. They also are backed by the biggest names in the industry, so you have peace of mind, backed by Winklevoss, Fidelity, Morgan Creek, and Coinbase. And they have a promo running right now where you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. All you need to do is click that link right down below. It'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice the referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this bonus. So go ahead and click that link and let's start stacking those sats. Shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to cover, so let's dive right in, shall we? Despite the current battle between the Bitcoin bulls and the bears around the $50,000 price mark and the 8.7% pullback over the past 24 hours, a raft of analysts and commentators have got out their crystal balls to tip a glittering future for the Bitcoin price. On March 4th, senior commodity strategist for Bloomberg Intelligence, Mike McGlone, pointed to a historical data to suggest that Bitcoin is on the way to $100,000. McGlone's logic revolves around the growing discount for shares in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is at the same level of last year's Black Thursday collapse. The discount refers to when shares in the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust trade for less than the value of the underlying Bitcoin, which normally they trade at a premium. Looking at historical data, he shared the following on crypto Twitter, and I broke this down in great detail in yesterday's episode, along with the 10-page report which he published on behalf of Bloomberg. He tweets right here, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, discount may signal March to $100,000. Bitcoin's end of February price disparities on U.S. regulated exchanges portend a firming price foundation. If history is a guide and our evidence of just how nascent the crypto is, that's right, because this crypto bull run is just getting started. The Bloomberg strategist isn't the only expert with high expectations for Bitcoin. We have influencer Lark Davis stating on March 4th that we are just now at the first major price wave with 2 more larger waves to come. He tweeted here on crypto Twitter, this Bitcoin bull run has barely even started yet. We are just now past the first major price wave. Get ready for wave 2. How many of you are ready? Let me know in the comments right down below. Then on March 2nd, technical analyst Crypto Calio posted a chart predicting Bitcoin will hit $100,000 near the start of April of this year. And I got clarification. He says by May is his $100,000 Bitcoin price prediction. I also agree that we could hit $100,000 by the end of May. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As you can see, he originally tweeted this back in February. Today is the 2-year anniversary of my Bitcoin halving reward era price analysis chart. It is by far the most accurate long-term chart prediction I've ever seen for Bitcoin. I still trust it. Bitcoin will hit $200,000 plus this cycle. Now here is the chart you can see right here on your screen. Now more recently he tweeted, Bitcoin, send it to $100,000, which got my attention because it shows by the end of April, Bitcoin at about 100,000. But again, to clarify, he says by the end of May, he predicts a $100,000 Bitcoin price. Let me know if you agree or disagree with his bullish price prediction. And another analyst who goes by the Twitter name Master Changs told his 10,000 followers he believes Bitcoin will hit the $200,000 mark even earlier than mid-2021, potentially at the start of April. The next rise, he said, is to $77,000 over the next 2 weeks. He shared on crypto Twitter, okay, this bull run fractal has become more insanely accurate by the day. I'm literally making bank of trading it. It's like a cheat sheet. $77,000 next up. Does this sound familiar? That's right. This is Max Keiser's short-term price prediction. He recently upped his short-term target to 77,000, which is right in alignment with this analysis. Now, other predictions are even bolder, with the Kraken CEO Jesse Powell stating that Bitcoin could reach $1 million or even infinity in a Bloomberg television interview on March 4th, adding that it will eventually become the world's currency, which I covered in yesterday's episode. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. That really trumps all other Bitcoin price predictions. How can it be any greater than infinity, unless we got like infinity to the infinity power times infinity Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z powers of Goku. Now he's quoted sharing, we can only speculate, but when you measure it in terms of dollars, you have to think it's going to infinity. He said, the true believers will tell you that it's going to go all the way to the moon, to Mars, and eventually will be the world's currency. We also have Kraken head of growth Dan Held, who echoed this prediction on March 5th, claiming on Twitter, he shared the following, Bitcoin is more likely to hit $1 million than zero. He also tweeted, the percentage of the world using the internet in 1995 was 0.5%. The percentage using the internet in 2020, 60%. The percentage of the world using Bitcoin in 2020 is 0.5%. What do you think the price will be when 60% of the population is using Bitcoin? Now, here was my prediction. I shared 1 million per Bitcoin, but then I thought about it a little deeper and I shared the following. Yeah, now that I think about it more, 10 million plus I feel more accurate, especially with the US dollar imploding. So it's hard to compare to the US dollar. That's right. What if the dollar crashes and becomes virtually worthless? Well, if that did happen, one Bitcoin can literally be $100 million like we've witnessed in other countries around the world when their fiat currency collapses, which is only a matter of time. But what do you think? Do you think Bitcoin is more likely to hit $1 million than zero? Holla at your boy in the comments right down below. Now, even the skeptics are coming around. We had Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, who was once bashing Bitcoin, calling it garbage, saying he would never invest real money into virtual currency, says he now invests 3% of his overall portfolio into Bitcoin. We also have Mark Cuban, who once said that bananas are more valuable than Bitcoin, now saying that he invests into Bitcoin as well. And even CEO George Ball admitting to Yahoo Finance on March 4th that he believes cryptos are now attractive as a part of a small part of any portfolio. He's quoted sharing, with the cryptocurrencies, I think there is a fundamental hydra-headed shift that makes them attractive as a small part of almost any portfolio, he shared. Now, despite this wave of optimism, history also suggests that March could be a bloody month, with Bitcoin's price falling across the month in 6 of the past 9 years by an average of almost 6%. The most recent of these occurred last year on Black Thursday, thanks to the pandemic, when the price plunged by 50%. That said, the second biggest monthly candle in Bitcoin history happened in March of 2013, when the price shot up 179%. So let's not forget that. I'm predicting a $77,000 Bitcoin price by the end of April and a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of May. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. Now, before I check out the latest from Max Keiser, as well as Willy Woo, as well as this story of top New York executives seeing the Bitcoin price at $150,000 by the end of this year to Q1 of 2022. First, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin down about 2.2%, trading just above 47,800. We have Ethereum down 4%, trading just below 1,500. Polkadot down about 7%, trading at 33 bucks. Chainlink down 6%, trading at $27, and BNB down 3.5%, trading at $227. All right, now let's check out the latest from Max Keiser. He tweeted, "If this continues much longer, a sizable global bond crash will ensue. The $200 trillion bond market is in peril." That morning, got Bitcoin, and he's referring to this story that Liz Ann Saunders posted saying continued steepening as of yesterday's second 10s yield curve reached its highest since 2015, which is a bullish indicator for the king of all crypto. He also recently tweeted, "Progressives are anti-imperialism and anti-censorship. Bitcoin is too. It's distributed, not imperial, and you can't censor it. Touche." I couldn't agree more, and I agree with Max Keiser's short-term price prediction of 77,000, and he says by the end of the year, he's expecting a $220,000 Bitcoin price. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. All right, before I break down the latest from statistician Willy Woo, as well as top New York executives seeing a Bitcoin price at $150,000 by the end of this year or by Q1 of 2022. First, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at about $1.4 trillion with $130 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. Current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 60.7% and Ethereum dominance at 11.7%, and the current Bitcoin market cap at $892 billion. All right, now let's check out the top gainers within the top 100. We have ZK Swap up 27%, trading at $3.83. IOTA up almost 19%, trading at $1.42. Swissborg up almost 18%, trading at $1.14. And Theta Fuel up about 14% for the day and 93% for the week, trading at 15.8 cents. All right, now let's check out the latest from statistician Willy Woo. He shared the following: Bitcoin users on chain growing at insane rates, same as the final weeks of the 2017 bull market. Bitcoin going mainstream, crazier. Most of the user growth is not seen here, it's seen at the exchanges. The majority of new users never use the blockchain. As you can see right here, brought to you by Glassnode, it shows you the adoption curves. I also like to point out that Willy Woo, according to his top cap model, predicts a $200,000 Bitcoin price by the end of this year, and he even said that's a conservative price prediction. So we can go even higher, maybe 300,000 plus, depending if we witness a super cycle. Now, he also recently tweeted, by the way, meme pool transactions peaking, reflecting the extra users coming on board since January, as you can see right here on your screen. Let me know if you think a super cycle is possible this year, and if we do witness a super cycle and Bitcoin goes Super Saiyan like Vegeta, Trunks, Gohan, and Goku. Just saying, for all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there, how high do you think Bitcoin would likely climb? Do you think we can hit $500,000 this year? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now, before I break down our final story of the day with this top New York executive seeing the Bitcoin price at $150,000 by the end of this year or by Q1 2022, first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 700 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. I have a daily letter which goes out every single day to over 30,000 subscribers. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. Today is podcast episode 501. Let's go. You can also find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 18,000 cryptopreneurs from all over the world. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day, shall we? There is nothing stopping Bitcoin from attempting to become a six-figure asset. The Magnetic managing director, William Quigley, professed in an interview with CNN Business. The New York-based senior executive listed a string of reasons behind his bullishness on Bitcoin, the world's leading decentralized cryptocurrency, whose rates surged from as low as $3,800 back in March of last year to just shy of $58,500 in the previous 12 months. They included Bitcoin scarcity and growing demand among mainstream corporate houses that look for alternative store value assets for their balance sheets. And as we all know, there is a halving every 4 years programmed into the protocol of the Bitcoin blockchain, which reduces its supply rate by half every 4 years or after every 210,000 blocks in an event known as the halving. We had our last halving last year. Meanwhile, there can only be 21 million Bitcoin tokens in existence, in which we all know many are lost and gone forever, probably several million, making the crypto scarce, making it more valuable in the long term if the demand for it rises, which it's looking that way. Obviously. Now, Bitcoin has had 3 halvings in the past. We had November 2012 and June 2016 supply cuts, saw Bitcoin rates jumping from $12 to nearly $1,150 and $650 to almost $20,000. As you can see on your screen right here, it shows you Bitcoin after the third halving. It shows you December 31st, 2020 at $41,000, then April 18th of this year at $100,000. Let's go BTC. And then May 12th, $387,000. How high do you think Bitcoin will likely climb by the end of the year? Let me know in the comments down below. Meanwhile, the third halving, which took place last year in May, has followed up with a 558% rise thus far, which prompted Mr. Quigley to see a bullish fractal. He shares the following: "We are about halfway through the post-halving bull run," the executive noted. "So, by my judgment, we have a lot more to go with Bitcoin. Certainly $100,000 and quite possible $150,000 by the end of this year to maybe Q1 next year. And Bitcoin demand continues to grow. That explains why corporates have started embracing the flagship crypto as an alternative to cash, including Tesla, the world's leading electric car maker, who revealed in February that it added $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin to its balance sheet, noting it would also start accepting the crypto for its services and products. That's right, you can now buy a Tesla with a Bitcoin. And there's even talk of SpaceX putting Bitcoin on its balance sheet. We also have MasterCard, a credit card giant, which announced that it would integrate crypto tools into its services in the same month. We also have the Bank of New York Mellon, the U.S.'s first banking firm, joined by the ranks of announcing it would offer Bitcoin custodianship via the same platform that its clients use for traditional securities and cash. Here's what they went on to share. "The latest survey I saw showed that 5% of the public traded companies in the U.S. would consider adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets," said Mr. Quigley. "And the reason they are thinking that is that corporates have trillions of dollars in cash. And where do they put it? There are government bonds, but $17 trillion of them yield negative returns." That's right. As Michael Saylor puts it, it's a melting ice cube. So if you want to avoid losing all your cash reserves, convert it into the king of all crypto and put that on your balance sheet and take that, Peter Schiff. Just saying. He also added that corporate CFOs worry about inflation and the US dollar's diminishment. They think they would also be able to avoid the conventional market risk by hedging into Bitcoin. That, my friend, is a fact. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. Experts are divided on Bitcoin price predictions. Some are bullish and others super bullish and super saiyan bullish, as they should be. I shared the latest from Dan Held, who says Bitcoin is more likely to hit $1 million than zero. I couldn't agree more. Also, Crypto Calio points out that Bitcoin could hit $200,000 plus this cycle. He also recently tweeted, "Bitcoin, send it to $100,000, which in this chart shows it hitting $100,000 by April, May. I also shared the latest from Lark Davis, who's super bullish on Bitcoin, as well as Mike McGlone, who says Bitcoin is heading to $100,000, as well as Master Chang saying 77,000 is next up. I also shared the latest from Max Kaiser, as well as statistician Willy Woo, and also shared that top New York executive sees the Bitcoin price at $150,000 by the end of this year, or by Q1 of 2022. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, today's show is brought to you by our sponsor BlockFi, where you can put your crypto to work. They paid out over $35 million in interest in the month of February, including 450 Bitcoin, 5,000 Ethereum, and 6 million in stablecoins. Not only can you earn interest on your crypto and have your crypto work for you, but also their other flagship product is crypto-backed loans, where you can get an interest rate as low as 4.5%. You ever wonder, how can I access fiat cash without selling my precious Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Look no further. All you need to do is click that link right down below, and you can get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. Once you click it, it'll take you here. Then click this yellow button that says sign up. You'll notice the referral code already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this special bonus. So what are you waiting for? Click that link below. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.